pressure on the rest of them. Yeah. And you put pressure on the reigning champions of the world. Tanner Wade and Wesley Thorp. They left Las Vegas with all the cookies in the cookie jar. There's the world champion header, world champion heater. Let's number one team and up.
We talked about it before, and it has a chance at all. We need to win something around, so we were just going to make our run and hope for the best. We got faith in it, and it worked out. That was the toughest team we've never seen. 5-3 win 12 out of 12. I've never seen it. Glad to get that 11,000, man, get the ball rolling. But now the only thing to worry about is the next one. It never ends.
This is the setup similar to like the NFR. The steers are going to be good, they're very short. We've got a run that we've worked on a lot, so not really second guess that. I like to try to lead the steer straight as I can, and the horse I'm riding is Mabel, so he's pretty fast, so I don't have to be in a panic to get too good a start, so I'm just going to try to let him stay straight, get around and heel him as fast as I can. So it just kind of whatever comes our way, try to not pass up a good opportunity.
Got to be in the top 8 out of 12, and nobody missed last night, so I don't know what it's going to take to make it back, but got to make another smooth run. Won about 11 grand so far.
It is a huge finale with a huge payout. $1.3 million are paid out in 3 days, right before the NFR, the last few days of the regular season.
We go to the reigning world champs. 4-3, that now goes to 8-1. They are number 2.
Man, what a team roll. You know, T-Way, about 3 years ago at the National Finals, we talked about it, Butch. He turned like 9 out of 10 to win every go-around. He kind of found his niche, and since then, he's roped like himself everywhere all year, and it's paid off.
Well, we went pretty good tonight. We went in the middle of the pack, drew a stronger steer, we stepped left. Wade got it on him fast, took one over his back, got it healed, made it back to tomorrow, won a little bit in the round, so can't beat that.
Well, the lights are about to come up on the final big Saturday night of the 2024 rodeo regular season. It's going to be a rockin' party in Sioux Falls.
No doubt. Here we go, boys.
These guys are the reigning world champions. Tanner Wade, Paris, Texas, Wesley Thorp, Throckmorton, Texas. Bring them on! There it is! That's why the reigning world champions, South Dakota, 3.9!
One down. One to go. One more steer. It's the exact perfect scenario we need to gain number 1. We're last out. I might not do it, but that's the plan. We're first out of 4 right here.
But now to the reigning world champions, Tanner Wade and Wesley Thorp. These guys have got the steer to win. Oh, they broke the barrier. 4 flat goes to 14 flat. And boy, we have just watched a 2-time world champion solidify his 6th national flat.
It's set up perfect for us to end up being the season leader, and then I broke the barrier and let us down. Third's better than 12th. Still won like 100,000, so it's all right. Like I said, we won, but we lost. My parents, my dad especially, taught me a lot, whether he tried to or not, I don't know. What it takes and work ethic, and there's no days off. I've never seen him take a day off. I think that put a lot of hustle into me. Before the NFR, Jesse and I were broke, kind of had an idea maybe to go a different direction. We go to the NFR, and I caught all 10 steers, and we didn't hardly win anything. And just had a bad finals. Super broke, like I said, didn't have any money. Jesse said, well, something good will come out of this. I was like, well, I don't know what that was, but the next day I got a phone call from Lynn Purifoy, who found my number on the internet, and he just noticed that I was from Terrell, and he lived in Dallas, so he lived close and wanted to learn how to rope. So he comes over, and we taught him how to rope for like 2 or 3 years, and we roped together, and he boarded his horse there, and we just became buddies.
Literally, Tyler had given me something that I really could not have ever dreamed up, and that was 3 mornings a week I was out there roping steers at his place, and became literally something that I just absolutely loved. And I knew when I first met Tyler that I had this disease that God had trusted me with called hypersensitive pneumonitis, and essentially you're just having allergic reactions inside your lungs, and over a long period of time it causes scarring on the inner tissue of your lungs. 2022, things finally, with my disease started kind of showing up, and I started having symptoms, and it went downhill fairly quickly, a lot more quickly than the doctors even thought it would. And I ended up in the hospital. Along the way, Tyler would call and check in, and then one day he and Jesse came to the hospital to visit with me.
We went to the hospital to see him, and it didn't look like he was going to make it. I wasn't really sure if he was going to make it.
It was before I knew I was going to be able to get the transplant, and in fact, some of the doctors were saying I wasn't going to qualify for a transplant, and that was the only way I was going to survive the events that were happening in my lungs at that time. And I was feeling pretty bad, and Tyler was there, and I just basically told him that, he and I had a couple of business transactions together, and I said, hey, if I don't make it, here's what my plan is. And I told him, I said, not here to replace your dad or your mother, but I feel I love you like you're my own son. I always probably give too much advice when I'm not, even when people aren't asking, but when you love somebody, and as much as I loved Tyler, I told him, he's got what it takes, and he's going to win a world championship.
He told me, he's like, if there's one thing I want to see out of you, I want to see a world championship. And I'm like, yeah, well, hope to get one, And he's like, no, seriously, that's all I want to see out of you. Go win the world. I know you can do it. And I've never had anybody say it to me quite like that. He was looking pale and looking pretty rough, and he just kept fighting. And every time I see him, all he wanted to talk about was me and team roping. He never once mentioned himself, which was crazy to me, because all I wanted to talk about was him and what do we need to do here, and how you feel and all that. He didn't want to talk about that. He wanted to talk about team roping.
There was really no doubt in my mind that with his, mindset and his work ethic, that he was going to get there, and that literally God had a way and a pathway that was going to happen. And I told him, I said, of all people, you deserve that chance, and when you get that chance, I know you'll take advantage of it.
So in 2023, leading up to the finals, our preparation was good. We had strong steers. We set up the scenarios. We had a good rundown. Both of our horses were working really well.
That was the most I had won, so that was the best position I'd ever come into at the finals, was second. And Wesley was first, so we were kind of neck and neck with 1 and 2 was neck and neck, Caleb and Junior.
Round 1 is always like a surreal experience whenever it comes down to hey, that's what I'm doing working.
It goes off your combined money. So Wesley and I had more money won as a whole than Caleb and Junior. So we got to rope last. It sounds cool to get to rope last, but going after that team after they had won 2 world titles and going after them each night it would mess with your head, because they're the best team out there, and they were the hardest team to beat, and then having to go outdo them every night was not easy.
Round 1 didn't kick off exactly how we wanted it to go, but we got by them. We drew one that was really strong, ended up being the strongest steer the whole week. We were 6 in round 1, and got off with the catch. Tyler rode his horse really good, got him down. I got him caught, so we kind of got that one under our belt.
I was pretty upset that night just because I didn't get a very good start, but looking back, that run set us up to have a great week. Round 2, we drew a Hereford steer that was really good, and I had just missed the barrier the first round, so I'm like, all right, get a good start. I didn't do a very good job of getting a good start on the first ones.
Tyler wanted to be a little more aggressive on the barrier, be ready. Steer didn't start at all. It was almost a little too good. Made a good run, broke the barrier. So right off the bat, got beat on the first one a little bit, got the barrier on the second one, and that's what you're there to do is to try to win and get the ball rolling. So when it doesn't, it's easy to panic.
It'll get to you if you let it, you know what I mean? But our thought was still the same, just keep poking at them and see what happens.
You got to ride the storm. It's 10 full days of complete mental, psychological warfare. So,
you know, after having like back and forth, honestly, the third round was kind of the same way. Like we won a little bit, but we hadn't done near as good as we knew we could do. And round 3, we drew another Hereford. I knew that was our chance, and I got kind of a funny go. It was weird. I didn't get the go I wanted, and my horse shook his head, and I had a lot of rope going everywhere, but Wesley, he was on point.
Got the ball rolling with a nice run. We made a really good run in the middle of the arena. Placed good in the round. Kind of felt like the run we're trying to make to get started.
I mean, he shut the run down, and we wanted to place him and kind of got our feet wet and finally won some money. You know, when you show up to Vegas, you don't want to be working out any kinks. That's why we prepare so hard for that event, because when we get there, we want to be on point as soon as we start. And then I've started, you know, I was late once, I was early once, I kind of got a jacked up go once. So going into round 4, I'm not exactly where I want to be, but I know what I can and can't do.
And we're following the guys that came in, right? They came in, you know, going before us, but they've passed us in world standings, so we're having to watch those guys compete right in front of us. That's intimidating sometimes too. Like you're getting passed up in the race, watching them go first, and they're doing well.
Finally placed in round 3, going into round 4, Caleb and Junior got a leg, and I'm like, all right, here's our shot. You know, we drew a steer that tried pretty good and stepped left, and I got a good roll, got it on him. Wesley healed him, get the monkey off our back, get the ball rolling, do what we know we can do. So, you know, to do it twice in a row was kind of like, all right, we're getting things lined out now. Going into round 5, I hated our steer. I knew he'd come left. They had missed him previously. I knew he wasn't very good. And, you know, it's a 10-day marathon out there, so a guy's kind of got to play his odds and know there's certain nights where you don't have a good chance as you would in others. So I knew the steer wasn't very good. I was like, just throw a catch loop, catch the steer, and try to turn him. And when I got it on him, he stepped left, handled bad. There's not much left in that building. I mean, there's 44 foot of left fence, and the head rope's 32 foot long. So that being said, there's not much room for error, and I had to come straight back up, handled him bad, and Wesley got a leg, but I didn't give him a very good chance. It's not the end of the world. The steer wasn't very good, and we got a time. So having 5 steers caught at the halfway point, having every steer caught was super important when it comes to the average in round 10. Round 6, the steer was strong. I knew he was strong, and I got a good start, got it on him, and honestly, Wesley just got a leg, but I got so much faith in him that, like, I don't really put much emphasis on him messing up. Like, he messed up, dropped the ball, whatever, just shake it off and go to the next one, because he doesn't mess up very many. You know, he's probably the best healer out there, so I'm kind of good with, I'm glad we're just roping together. It really doesn't bother me when he messes up. Round 7, you know, we got them all caught, so it's going decent in the average, and the team in front of us, Caleb, he misses, and I'm like, all right, this is our shot right here. We drew a steer that wasn't that great either. I wasn't a big fan of him. He was just okay. I think they had missed him previously also. When I headed him, my horse got a little weak maybe, and he kind of dove underneath the hill horse, and Wesley missed.
I'd roped a leg round 5 and round 6. Come back round 7, drew the steer that come under pretty hard, missed. I'm thinking in my head, like 5 and 6, I'd stayed pretty positive. I'm like, hey, we're still in the game. Ball's in our court. Let's finish this deal out. We're one good run away from turning this whole deal around. Nobody's way out in front of us. Still good in the average. And then come back, you know, drop the ball round 6. I'm like, okay, I can live with that. Like, let's get it going. Round 7, steer cuts under me, miss him. I literally in my head, I'm like, I think I gave it away. Like, that was where I thought the pretty much was gonna, like, world title chances were over in my mind. And I sat back and watched it, pretty deflated from the back, and the whole round, everybody right there with us unraveled that round. Like the teams that were in the mix, they were missing, and like everybody seemed to mess up enough to like stay in their average spot. So like I dropped down in the average, but like I had the chance to get back in it later on, in my perspective. So nobody shot way up in the round, like in the rounds that were close to us to pass us.
it just fell our way. The right guys caught and the right guys missed, and it made it where we still had a great shot in the average. Nothing really changed. Wesley actually called me after the rodeo and was like, hey, I know I messed up, but we're still in this deal. I was like, I never thought we weren't. Going in around 8, it was funny that Wesley actually called me a little bit before the rodeo started, and he wanted to break down while we weren't as successful as we should have been. And I just told him, I said, hey, have we drawn a good steer yet that we should have won on? He was like, no, not really. So well, let's just wait on the right steer. I get the draw that night, and I text him. I said, what's your fastest time here? He said 3.6. I said, we'll beat that tonight. And the steer was the most amazing steer ever. Just medium, head straight in the air, and one step to the right and handled perfect no matter how you turn him.
Tyler said he was going to be aggressive and take advantage of the steer, and we did. And with 3-3, win the round, tie the arena record. And that was like a huge momentum boost. I mean, it was so cool to win the round, not only win the round, but also set the arena record, tie the arena record. And it just seemed like that was like a fresh breath of air.
We were 3-3 and with a chance to win the world championship with all these great teams ahead of us, behind us, around us, whatever. And then we were first out that night. So everybody had to go try to beat the world record to beat our time in the round. And the first team out on round 8 and set the world record, tie the world record. That was pretty sweet. Round 9, it was kind of funny that he drew another great steer. Same yellow and white type steer. Knew he was amazing, and it was like we were smiling like, hey, these are the steers we've been waiting on. Like, finally, what an opportunity. And I remember the round was super tough that night. It was tough. I mean, there were just 3-8, 3. There was a couple threes, and you can talk to each other over the fence. Nobody ever does. Wesley and I do some, but there's all the steers are in the tunnel, and then there's a little lane where the headers ride and a lane where the heelers ride, and we're riding down through there, and it's getting to be our turn. The round's tough as hell, and I told Wesley, I said, it's now or tomorrow night or tonight, but it's now or never kind of deal for us. Like, this is the steer to do it on. Let's try to win the round. We go out, and the steer was another perfect steer. We made a really good run. We won that round too, and we got to go last in that round. So we did it going first. We did it going last. I mean, and it set us up for getting to go last in round 10. Round 10, we drew. All we had to do was hold our spot in the average. So we had already got that 30,000 that we needed in the rounds. So it was literally just stay third or better in the average, and the world championship's ours. I told Wesley, I said, let's don't change anything. Just be smart. Maybe take a little more time, but don't change the game plan. I was still in shock because I had done the math, but in my head I knew that I needed to catch no matter what. And if I didn't catch, it didn't matter. So I hadn't really dialed it in to knowing exactly what everyone else needed to be or do. I don't know, it's pretty sweet. We got it done, 5-something. We wrote, and I think we're good, and we ride out of the arena, and I think Wesley gives a fist bump or two, and I'm like, I'm not smiling until they hand me that buckle, because I'm not sure that I wanted not. I thought I did, but I didn't do all the math like I probably should have.
I knew when the clock stopped, I was like, dang, we did barely enough. Like, just enough to hold our spot in the average, and that was exactly what we had to do to win it.
Tyler Wade and his partner Wesley Thorp, what a roller coaster ride for those guys over the 10 days. Yeah, the team room was fun to watch, wasn't it? Right down to the last steer. Those guys, we might win the world championship. We might not win the world championship. Yeah, exactly. And we won the world championship.
Well, Tyler, I know this is a surreal moment for you. Explain what it took to get here.
The people behind all of this, my team, it's unbelievable. I never thought I'd make it once, did. Never thought at all I'd dream to make it 6 times, pulled that off, and never one time considered myself a world champion header, but God's plan's way greater than mine.
Well, you're now the world champion. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, his partner Wesley Thorp back in 2019, he won the world championship, won the average, and gets his second world title right here behind Tyler Wade. And I'm always amazed at the pressure those healers deal with, the shots they have to take just to keep the dream alive. Well, and you're talking 3-second runs. I mean, you know, it's not 6-second team roping here. It is fast and furious.
Wesley, how sweet is it to win your second world championship and also have your name on the arena record here?
This is an unbelievable experience this week to do this with one of my best friends.
in front of my family and my sponsors that support us the whole way, and also to do it in front of the greatest fans and people that there are, to be able to raise my kids around this lifestyle. This means everything to me. Very proud to be here.
Congratulations.
Oh, bury me, carry me, far beneath, fire and water me, going down deep, sing, bury me, carry me, far beneath, fire and water me, watching me sing, everything free, yeah. Down to the river, yeah. Down to the river.